Welcome everybody to this particular rendition of Bobcat TV. We've been having some audio difficulties here, but hopefully everything sounds loud and clear. If not, please let us know in the live chat, and we'll do the best we can. It's a raucous atmosphere here at Skyline High School in Mesa, Arizona. An absolute slugfest is about to begin. And we'll sit quiet here for the PA announcer to introduce Cienega Bobcats. Introducing all members of the roster here. Crowds on their feet. It's a pleasure to be here for Bobcat TV. Thank you all for listening in. Introducing the Cienega starting lineup here. 6'4" junior Jaden Bramhall. The 6'4" junior Taylor Allen. Another junior here, 6'4" Derek Vargas. Austin Keane, senior. Aston Allen here for Cienega, playing the libero position, senior. And rounding out the lineup here is Matthew Meeker Hackett, the 6'7" giant, playing middle blocker position. Aiden Van Hoosen, one of the premier setters in the 5A Southern Conference here, named to the all-region first team and was also named the Offensive Player of the Year for the 5A Southern Conference. Next up is the lineup for Castile. Castile playing in front of a lot more fans here, more of a home match than Cienega has, of course, being they their high school is located about 20 minutes away from Skyline, right? Now they are introducing the Castile starting lineup here, or at least the rest of their lineup here. We're about to begin with their starting lineup. Castile High School is coached by Ryan Mine. Cienega coached by Heather Mott. Still introducing the rest of the lineup here. We're about to get on with the starting lineup for Castile High School, located in Queen Creek, Arizona. Number 12 up here, Adam Wilson. Next, we have Kyan Steins playing the middle blocker position. Sean Baggs is next, number 15, 6'7". Noah Solomonson, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year in the 5A Santan Conference, plays libero, number 7, in his flashy pink jersey here. Next is Dallin Hunt, senior, playing outside hitter. And of course, next is Kyler Evans, the right side hitter, 6'8", has 285 kills on the year, an absolute stud in front of the net. And rounding up the lineup here is number 17, Tate Bluth, one of the premier setters in the 5A Santan Conference, named to the all-region first team. And here is the national anthem. that concludes the national anthem. I want to thank you again for tuning into Bobcat TV for this radio-only, audio-only broadcast. We were not able to purchase the rights to this match for the video broadcast. Those rights belong exclusively to the NFHS network. And if you want to tune into this broadcast here via video footage, you can listen to our very own Jason Miller providing color commentary for this video. All you have to do is subscribe to the NFHS network for about, I don't know, $12 a month, and you will be able to access this video coverage. But if you do not choose to do that, we do thank you for tuning in to Bobcat TV's radio-only production. We have the Castile fans here all dressed in Hawaiian kind of leis and Hawaiian shirts. Definitely has something to do with their senior night's production there. They have pink jerseys sitting on the seats to represent the lost season of 2020 and the 2020 seniors and how they were not able to complete their 2020 volleyball season. So it's a absolutely raucous atmosphere up here. Fans are on their feet. The Castile lineup just did a backflip, all of them, and they look like they are ready to play. Cienega, conversely, also looks ready to play, but they are much more poised. They look much more calm out there, perhaps a little nervous. We have both sets of teams in white jerseys. It's a battle of white jerseys here today. I'm not sure how that works, but certainly will not provide the flashy colors that we are used to seeing perhaps in some other matches. First up here is Aiden Van Hoosen. He serves. Set here, and Kyler Evans for Castile with the hit. It's still up. Jaden Bramhall sets. Taylor Allen hits it over. Still up. Castile's up on the net, and little dunk there. Castile with the first points. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is our first set. The game has just begun. The match between Cienega and Castile. Cienega, number 2 seed. Castile, number 1. Castile has the first point. Tate Bluth serving. Received by Alston Allen. Set by Van Hoosen. Jaden Bramhall sets it over. And Kyler Evans with the smash. A point to Castile. Olsen Van Allen could not corral it, got a hand on it, but could not corral it. Point to Castile. Tate Bluth is serving once more on the left side of your screen for Castile. Received by Allen. Set by Van Hoosen, smashed by Mika Hackett, but still in play. Back on Cienega's side. Mika Hackett smashes it again. Now we have a duel at the net. Point to Cienega. Point to Cienega. Jaden Bramhall with the kill. Castile 2, Cienega 1 here in the first set. And now we have Taylor Allen taking his time, as usual, as he is about to serve. Does 3 dribbles, runs up, sends it over the net. Here we go. Received by West. Set over now. It's on Cienega's side. Set by Van Hoosen. Mika Hackett slams. No good. And that's a point for Cienega. Looks like a net violation there. It's a point to Cienega. All tied up here, 2-2 here in the first set of the 5A Boys Volleyball State Championship. Taylor Allen once again setting, or serving. My apologies. Received by Dallin Hunt. Kyler Evans smashes it. Point for Castile. Kyler Evans was on the far side of the net over there, playing outside hitter, smash it home. Next we have Dallin Hunt serving. Jumps up, sends it over. Nice reception here by Taylor Allen. Set by Van Hoosen, Mika Hackett sends it over. Received by Solomonson, and that is out. Kyler Evans sending just wide. Point. Oh, my apologies here. This is a point for Castile. Looks like a tip tooled off of Matthew Mika Hackett. Point for Castile. 4-2 Castile over Cienega here in the state championship. Dallin Hunt serving for Castile. Sends it over. That is in. That's an ace. An ace for Dallin Hunt for Castile. It is now 5-2 here in the first set. Dallin Hunt once again sending it over. Nice reception there by Austin Keane. Austin Keane sends it over. Received by Tate Bluth. Kyler Evans sends it wide. Point for Cienega. Cienega 3, Castile 5 here in the first set. And now we have Matthew Mika Hackett serving. Matthew Mika Hackett sends it over. And a smash here still on Cienega's side. Jaden Bramhall sends it up, and that's in. Taylor Allen has the kill. A nice shot that sent it just on the close side of the line here, and it is a point for Cienega. Cienega 4, Castile 5. And if you're just joining us, thank you for listening to this radio-only, audio-only broadcast received by Solomonson on Castile. Smash here. Point for Castile. Sean Baggs had the kill there. And now Sean Baggs is serving. Serving on the top side of the court. Sean Baggs, the middle blocker, 6'7", received by Cienega. Smash here by Austin Keane. Tipped. And that's a point for Cienega. Cienega 5, Castile 6 here in the first set. Next up serving is Jaden Bramhall. Jaden Bramhall serving on the top right side of the court. Set here, smashed by Dallin Hunt. It's still on Cienega's side. Bramhall sets. And Van Hoosen had a joust at the net. Lost that battle against Noah Solomonson. And that's a point for Castile. Next we have Kyler Evans. Kyler Evans is serving for Castile. Kyler Evans has 38 aces on the year. And he sends it right over, received by Alson Allen, libero for Cienega. Set here, and that's a smash by Adam Wilson, the outside hitter for Castile. That's a point for Castile. Kyler Evans once again serving here on the left side of our kind of virtual screens here. Sends it over, well out. That's a point for Cienega. Service error for Kyler Evans. Next up we have Austin Keane. Austin Keane is serving here for Cienega. Austin Keane has 14 aces on the year, the 6'4" senior. Sends it right over the net. Received, set, jousting at the net, received by Solomonson. And that looks like, oh, mistake here by Dallin Hunt. That's a point for Cienega. Cienega 7, Castile 8. And Austin Keane is serving once again. Taking his time, back up almost towards the free zone. And he serves it over the net. Received by Hunt. And smash by, received by Alson Allen. Jaden Bramhall sets, and that's over by Keane. Kyler Evans sets it over again. Now it's on, now it's jousting at the net. Some sort of official signal. That's a point for Castile. Looks like a net violation on Aiden Van Hoosen. Castile 9, Cienega 7. And this is sent over by Adam Wilson. Cienega has it, smashed by Taylor Allen. That's a point. Kyler Evans got a hand on it, could not corral it. That's a point for Cienega. Castile 9, Cienega 8. Close game here. Derek Vargas is serving. He's serving on the near side here on our right side of our screen. Think about your radio dial left to right. He's on the right side. That's Dallin Hunt. And fast-moving action here. That's a point for Castile. Looks like a, not sure what the call there was, but that's a point for Castile. It is Castile 10, Cienega 8. And we have Noah Solomonson in his bright pink jersey. The libero is serving for Castile. Sends it over. Nice reception there by Austin Keane. Jaden Bramhall sets, and Meeker Hackett could not get the timing right. It's on Castile's side. Here we go. Smash by Sean Baggs, and Sean Baggs gets the kill. Cienega has 8. Castile now has 11. Point for Castile. Again, we have Solomonson serving in his bright pink jersey, the reigning defensive player of the year in the 5A Santan Conference, and he sends it right over. Oh, right into the net. He sends it right into the net. That's a point for Cienega. Service error for Noah Solomonson of Castile. Aiden Van Hoosen set to serve for Cienega. Cienega down by 2 points. Van Hoosen sends it over. Received by Dallin Hunt. Dallin Hunt smashes, but no good. That's a block. Looks like blocked by Meeker Hackett and Bramhall, and that's a point for Cienega. Cienega 10, Castile 11. Cienega's down by 1 point. And Van Hoosen sends it over. The set here, smashed by Dallin Hunt, received by Van Hoosen. Bramhall sets, and that looks like a double hit violation there on the part of Bramhall. That's a point for Castile. Castile 12, Cienega 10. Tate Bluth is serving for Castile. Olsen Allen could not totally corral that, but still in play. And Bramall sends it over now. It's on Casteel's side. And Solomon sets it for Evans, and that's blocked by Meeker Hackett, but still in play. And Dallin Hunt gets the kill on the far side of the court. Absolutely crushed that ball. That is now a point for Castile. Castile 13, Cienega 10. I want to thank you for listening to this broadcast. It's an absolutely rowdy atmosphere here at Skyline High School in Mesa, Arizona. Tate Bluth sends it over. Olsen Allen, libero, corrals it. Meeker Hackett sent it over, still in play. Castile is up. Kyler Evans with the kill on the near side of the court. Playing right side hitter, the position he knows best. Has 285 kills before this game. And if I was keeping track, we know that he probably has at least 290 now. Let's see, Castile with the point. Meeker Hackett just killed. Cienega 11, Castile 14. Cienega's only down by 3 here. Again, Castile is the #1 seed in the 5A tournament. Cienega coming in at a close second. Now we have Taylor Allen dribbling 3 times, sends it over. And a kind of miscue there by Dallin Hunt. Kyler Evans sends it over. Some sort of miscue at the net with Meeker Hackett, and that's a point for Castile. Castile 15, Cienega 11. Now serving with Dallin Hunt for Castile. It's on the left side. If you imagine your radio dial going left to right here. No one has radios now, I guess. Or they're not listening to this, I'm sure. They're on YouTube. But that's an ace. That is an ace for Dallin Hunt. Ace for Dallin Hunt. That's a point for Castile. Dallin Hunt has 28 aces on the year. And that's a timeout for Cienega. The score here in the first set is Castile 16, Cienega 11. It's a close match. We have battles at the net. We have Meeker Hackett and Sean Baggs, 2 pristine middle blockers here for either team, going at it at the net time and time again. Coach Heather Mott called the timeout to get her team some sort of kind of inspiration here as we go into a 5-point deficit. Cienega 11, Castile 16. These are short timeouts, folks. So stay tuned. We thank you for listening to Bobcat TV. We know it's not conventional. Normally we have some awesome video coverage, but today it is just myself, Nick Irvin, providing hopefully some interesting commentary here. We'd like to give you as many live updates as we can, hence we are doing the radio broadcast. Cienega is now breaking up their huddle now. We have the Cienega side. We have a whole student section over there standing up. Right, I actually recognize some faces here in the student section, all wearing white. Of course, Castile is also wearing white. It's a battle of the white jerseys. Dallin Hunt is serving for Castile. Nice serve there, received by Austin Keane. Austin Keane smashes it, blocked at the net by Sean Baggs. Van Hoosen sets it. Bramhall sends it over, received by Dallin Hunt. Tate Bluth sets it for Kyler Evans, who gets the kill. Castile 17, Cienega 11. Dallin Hunt once again serving for Castile. The Castile Colts from Queen Creek, Arizona. Dallin Hunt sends it straight into the net. That's a point for Cienega. The student section on Cienega's side is standing up. I estimate perhaps 3 dozen students on the right-hand side here for Cienega. Meeker Hackett now serving, sends it over. And Sean Baggs with the kill. Meeker Hackett could not get a hand on it. That's a point for Castile. Castile 18, Cienega 12. Sean Baggs is now serving on the far side of the court on the left side, going left to right. Sends it over. Pretty easy for Taylor Allen. Set by Van Hoosen. Smashed by, looks like Derek Vargas, but it was rejected. Still on Cienega's side. Austin Keane gets the kill. Austin Keane gets the kill here. That is Cienega 13, Castile 18 in the first set of this 5A state championship between Castile and Cienega. Now we have Jaden Bramhall serving on the right-hand side of the screen. Received by Noah Solomonson. Smash by Adam Wilson, the outside hitter for Castile. Wearing pink sneakers here, a lot of pink on the Castile side. Libero shirt is pink, a lot of pink jerseys on the bench representing the 2020 season that the seniors of Castile lost last year in the pandemic. That's an ace on the part of Kyler Evans. Kyler Evans for Castile has just served an ace. That is his, I believe, 39th ace of the year. He is known for his aces. That is 20 Castile, 13 Cienega. Tyler Evans sends it over. Bramhall sets. And Van Hoosen sends it wide. Castile 21, Cienega 13 in the first set. Tyler Evans sends it up, sends it over. A miscue here by Alston Allen, could not corral that. That is an ace again for Kyler Evans. Looks like he has 40 aces on the year with a serving percentage of just 74%, but he's lighting it up here today in the championship. Kyler Evans, once again, received by Taylor Allen. Okay, good, over the Castile. And a lot of commotion here, and that is a point for Cienega. Looks like Adam Wilson sent it wide. Point here for Cienega. Austin Keane serving. And a little miscue there on the part of Dallin Hunt. And another miscue. Kyler Evans sent it over. That's a kill. Austin Keane could not corral that dig. Castile 23, Cienega 14. Adam Wilson is serving. Sends it up. Alston Allen, not the best reception here. Alston Allen sends it over. Kyler Evans sets. And Sean Baggs, no, my apologies, Kyler Steins. Cayenne Steins here sends it over. He's wearing a mullet, it looks like. Long hair down to his shoulders. That is Cayenne Steins. And it looks like it is match point now for Castile. Dallin Hunt is serving. Adam Wilson, my apologies, and he sends it wide. Cienega's point. Cienega has 15. Castile has 24 here in the first set. Derek Vargas is up. Derek Vargas is serving for Cienega. 94% serving percentage this year. Sends it in to Noah Solomonson. Sean Baggs in with the kill. Castile has won the first set. 25-15. Castile takes the first set there. Cienega will try to regroup. Talking with Coach Mott here at the intermission. The gymnasium that I'm looking at, bright green colors of the Skyline Coyotes. Want to thank them for hosting this 5A state championship match. In fact, they're actually hosting, I believe all, if not most, of the Arizona boys volleyball state championship matches. The match following today, or following this one between Cienega and Castile, will be the 6A Arizona State Championship between the Perry Pumas and the Sandra Day O'Connor Eagles. Now Perry, interesting story here, Perry is the #1 boys volleyball team in the entire country. They are the #1 volleyball team in the entire country, and the Castile Colts, who Cienega is playing today, Castile has played Perry. They were swept. They were knocked out 3-0 when they played Perry, but they held their own. They held their own when they played Perry, and one cannot help but wonder if the high-quality opponents that Castile has played and beaten, some in the 6A conference, some in the 5A conference, one cannot help but notice or wonder if Castile seems hardened and ready for today. As if they know what's coming, they're expecting it. They look poised out there, they look calm, they look joyous, they're slapping hands, jumping on each other. They seem excited. The body language of Castile looks a little different from that of Cienega. Cienega's rallying, they're clapping hands. They have this big old huddle here that they're about to break up. Coach Heather Mott, one of the great coaches in Arizona, I'm sure has some inspiring words for the Cienega boys team. We are about to start the second set. About 40 seconds here. Once again, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to Bobcat TV radio version. We know it's not ideal. We'd love to be showing you live footage here but we can't. We do not have the exclusive rights that the NFHS network does. If you would like to watch the video broadcast, you will have to pay a subscription fee, but you can just look up NFHS network and you will be able to find this game, the live footage here. You might have to pay about, I don't know, 12 bucks a month, but you will be able to access the live footage with commentary by our very own Jason Miller. So I am Nick Irvin. I am one of the co-sponsors for Bobcat TV, and I want to thank everyone for listening here. We're about to begin the second set. Castile won the first set 25-15. It looks like Tate Bluth for Castile is set to serve. And Tate Bluth sends it over. Received by Austin Allen. Set by Van Hoosen. A little dink over there. Now it's on Castile side. And Bags sent it, and Meeker Hackett blocked it. That is a point for Cienega. Cienega here with the first point in the second set. Aiden Van Hoosen set to serve for Cienega on the right side of your screen. Van Hoosen sends it over. Receive by Dallin Hunt. Smashed by Kyler Evans. It's an absolute force. When he hits the ball, the velocity is something I've rarely seen. Kyler Evans with a point for Castile. 1-all in the 5A state championship match. Dallin Hunt is serving, sends it over. Received by Austin Allen. Set by Van Hoosen. That's a little dink. And kicked by Kyler Evans, still on Cienega's side. Van Hoosen sets it, and Taylor Allen sends it over. Received by Solomonson. Kyler Evans sends it over the net. Now it's on Cienega's side. Now we have Van Hoosen sets for Austin Keane. And that's a point for Cienega. Point for Cienega, 2, Castile 1. The student section for Cienega still standing tall. We can also see a student section for Castile on the far left side, all dressed in their leis and Hawaiian shirts. And Taylor Allen sends it over. That's a point for Castile. Kyler Evans has sent it over, received by Austin Allen, but Allen could not corral it cleanly, and that's a point for Castile. 2-all. Sean Baggs with the serve for Castile, received by Austin Allen, set by Van Hoosen. And Austin Keane with the jam. Austin Keane has sent Cienega into the lead here, 3-2. And Matthew Meeker Hackett is set to serve. Matthew Meeker Hackett on the near side of the court, sends it over. Received by Dallin Hunt, set by Bluth, and that looks like I'm not sure what that was. Might have been a 4-hit violation. That is a point for Castile. Now, what guy's sure here? Coach Heather Mott has her hands on her head. Either way, it's a point for Castile. Kyler Evans is set to serve. Again, Kyler Evans has 40 aces on the year, 2 in this match alone. He sends it over. And Bramhall smashes it. Kyler Evans, miscue there. That's a kill for Jaden Bramhall. Cienega 4, Castile 3. Jaden Bramhall is all set to serve now. Jaden Bramhall hits it over, set by Bluth. And that looks like Adam Wilson. Some sort of net violation. Adam Van Hoosen is complaining here. Aiden Van Hoosen was talking to the ref, now he's back. Castile sends it over. Jaden Bramhall sets. And Van Hoosen responds with a smash, gathered by Adam Wilson. Kyler Evans sends it over, received by Austin Allen. And Van Hoosen sends it over once more, received by Castile's Noah Solomonson. Smash here received by Austin Allen. And Van Hoosen once again sends it over. Oh, Kyler Evans with the diving save there. Austin Allen, this is a crazy rally here. And that's a point for Castile. Looks like a violation here. Coach Heather Mott is not happy. The Cienega fans are booing. Not sure if you can hear them. It is absolutely loud in here. The Cienega section is booing loudly. Point for Castile. Castile 5, Cienega 4. And Adam Wilson, Castile's outside hitter, serves, and that's over. Point Cienega. All tied up here in the second set. in the 5A state championship match between Cienega and Castile. Castile took the first set, 25-15. Now we have Cienega. Cienega sends it over. That's a point for, not sure here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, this is a point for Castile. It is now Noah Solomonson sending it over for Castile. A mistake there by Alston Allen and Austin Keane. That's a point for Castile, an ace for Noah Solomonson, the reigning defensive player of the year in the 5A Santan Conference. Dressed in his pink jersey there, the libero for Castile sends it straight into the net and dinks over, and that's a point for Castile. Looks like another ace for Noah Solomonson. He has at least 25 on the year with a serving percentage of 87%. Sends it over, received by Taylor Allen. And Aiden Van Hoosen sends it wide. Some Cienega fans here arguing for a tip, but no call from the officials. Castile 9, Cienega 5 here in the second set. Noah Solomonson serves right into the net. That's a point for Cienega. Castile 9 to Cienega 6. And Derek Vargas on the near side of the right-hand side of your radio dial, if you imagine this kind of metaphor I'm using. Derek Vargas sends it over, serving for Cienega. Received by Adam Wilson, smashed by Bags, and looks like Taylor Allen blocked it, and it's still on Cienega's side, and that's a point for Castile. Dallin Hunt had the smash. Looks like a free ball there. Dallin Hunt with the point. Castile 10, Cienega 6. Now serving is Tate Bluth, named to the all-region first team in the 5A Santan Conference. The premier setter here has over 650 assists on the year, assisting mostly Tyler Evans, number 24 for Castile. Tate Bluth sends it over, received by Alston Allen, the libero for Cienega, set by Bramhall. And that's a block by Kyler Evans and Bags. And that's a point for Castile. Tipped off of, it looked like Meeker Hackett and or Taylor Allen. Or Bramhall, I should say. That's a point for Castile. Tate Bluth sends it over, received by Allen on Cienega, set by Bramhall. Smashed by Meeker Hackett, that's a point. Meeker Hackett with the kill. Castile 11, Cienega 7 here in the second set. And Aiden Van Hoosen from the near side of the court serving for Cienega, received by Noah Solomonson in his pink jersey. And Kyler Evans with the smash, received by Austin Keane. And looks like Alston Allen sends it over. Now it's set by Dallin Hunt, smashes it. Does a little dance here. And Castile has the point. 12-7 Castile over Cienega in the 5A state championship. Dallin Hunt is now serving on the left-hand side of your screen. Sends it well over. That's a point for Cienega. Castile 12 to Cienega's 8. Now is Taylor Allen standing in the middle of the court. Takes 3 dribbles and sends it over. Received by Solomonson. And Adam Wilson with an easy smash. That's a point for Castile. Sean Baggs is up. He's on the far side of the court on the left-hand side. Nope. It's actually a... Sean Baggs has been substituted. Let's see who's here. This is Seth Mortensen, is now serving for Castile. Sends it over, received by Alston Allen. And a smash by Austin Keane, deflected off Kyler Evans. That's a point for Cienega. 13-9 Castile here in the second set of the 5A state championship. Castile won the first set. Here's Meeker Hackett serving for Cienega. Received by Adam Wilson, smashed by Kyler Evans. And that's a kill. Point for Castile. Anthony Meeker Hackett is not happy. Perhaps arguing for some sort of violation here on the part of Evans, but no good. It is 14-9 Castile. It looks like Cienega has called a timeout. We have about 47 seconds here before we resume action. Once again, we want to thank you. We can't thank you enough, honestly, for listening to Bobcat TV's audio-only broadcast. If you would like to listen to the exclusive video coverage of the 5A Boys Volleyball State Championship, you can tune in to the NFHS's network. You go ahead and Google it. I don't know if we have a link on our YouTube channel. Perhaps we should. But you can type in NFHS network, and you can find the live video footage of this match for about $12 a month. You can listen to our very own Jason Miller, another Bobcat TV co-sponsor, and a government teacher at Cienega. We have some chants here, a little louder on the Castile side. You can sense the jubilation here in this rather small gymnasium. It's nice, it's quaint, but you can feel the intimacy, right, between kind of everyone involved at Skyline High School, the site of this championship. Kyler Evans serving for Castile, received by Taylor Allen, still on Cienega's side, and Bramhall does a little dink. Looks like he was going to set for his second hit, but he doesn't. He dinks it over, point for Cienega. Castile 14, Cienega 10 here in the second set. And Bramhall, a 6'4" junior, is set to serve for Cienega, right into the net. He looked a little uncomfortable up there, turned around before he set to serve. And that's a point for Castile. Jake Schroeder checks in for Cienega, the freshman. And Adam Wilson sends it over, serving for Castile. And smashed by Keane. Looks like a 4-hit violation. Not sure who the player was in Cienega, but that's a point for Castile. Castile 16, Cienega 10. Adam Wilson, the outside hitter for Castile, sends it over the net for a serve. Schroeder collects, sets it to Keane. Keane with a mistimed kind of attempt there, and that's a point for Castile. Castile sophomore Adam Wilson serving once more, 17-10 Castile. And a joust at the net between Van Hoosen and Dallin Hunt, and it's still on Castile's side. Someone touched the net. Looks like a net violation on the part of Cienega. Point to Castile. Castile 18, Cienega 10. Adam Wilson sends it over again. Alston Allen receives. Van Hoosen sets, and Keane sends it just wide. Point to Castile. Castile 19, Cienega 10. And what looks like some sort of home environment here for Castile. Again, they are from Queen Creek, Arizona. We are playing in Mesa, Arizona. Received by Alston Allen. That's a dink there. Kyler Evans dove on the floor and saved it for Castile. Blocked by Derek Vargas. And Alston Allen has it, sends it back over. This is absolutely crazy. And that's a point for Cienega. It was a back and forth rally. Hardly either side had 3 hits on each kind of set there. They were kind of dinking it back and forth. And that's a point for Cienega. Austin Keane now with the serve. Serving on the right-hand side of your screen. Sends it over, received by Solomon. And Kyler Evans has the kill. Some sort of official deliberation here. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like the official was waving a yellow card around. Not sure what happened. We'll try to get you an update. As of right now, the scoreboard says 20. Castile has 20, Cienega has 11 here in the second set. Looks like everything's been resolved, and Noah Solomonson sends it over as a serve. Keane receives. Alston Allen back. A little jousting at the net. Derek Vargas dinks it over, and that is still alive on Castile, and he sends it well wide. That was Tate Bluth, and that's a point for Cienega. Castile 20 to Cienega's 12 here in the second set. Derek Vargas serving for Cienega. Derek Vargas sends it over. Set here by Bluth. And Bags and Meeker Hackett had a battle there, and that must be a point for Cienega. The titanic duel between the two middle blockers here. Matthew Meeker Hackett for Cienega, committed to Grand Canyon University next year, and Sean Bags of Castile. Derek Vargas sends it over. Set here, another joust. Meeker Hackett and Bags, and Meeker Hackett blocked that attempt by Bags. This is a point for Cienega. Castile 20 to Cienega's 14. Derek Vargas serving once again. On the right-hand side of your screen, sends it over. Ball's on Castile's side, set by Bluth. And Dallin Hunt, and rejected by Matthew Meeker Hackett. Matthew Meeker Hackett has scored another point for Cienega. Cienega scored 3 or 4 straight points here to close the gap to within 5. Castile 20 to Cienega's 15. Derek Vargas serving once again. The Cienega crowd is on their feet. Received by Dallin Hunt. Dallin Hunt smashed and blocked, and just over the line, tooled it off of Matthew Meeker Hackett. Very close to another point for Matthew Meeker Hackett, but no good. That's a point for Castile. Castile 21, Cienega 15. Now it's Tate Bluth, serving on the left-hand side. Serving for Castile, received by Cienega's Alston Allen. And Taylor Allen sends it over, received by Bluth again. Set by Noah Solomonson. Kyler Evans serves. Nearly saved by Alston Allen, but could not get both hands around. That's a point for Castile. Kyler Evans with the kill. The Castile student section is on their feet, chanting here. 22-16 Castile, sent over by Tate Bluth. And looks like Taylor Allen with the kill. Taylor Allen on the near side here. The outside hitter for Cienega playing on the left-hand side. And Jake Schroeder checks out. Jaden Bramhall checks back in. Aiden Van Hoosen sets a serve for Cienega. Castile 22, Cienega 16. It's on Castile's side. Kyler Evans with the smash, and that's blocked by Matthew Meeker Hackett. That is a point for Cienega. Now the officials are deliberating. Looks to not be a point for Cienega. They might be replaying the point here. No, it's actually a point to Castile. Not sure what the call was. The action here is moving really, really fast. But that's a point for Castile. Dallin Hunt sends it well wide. Service error. That's a point for Cienega. Castile 23, Cienega 17. Taylor Allen taking his 3 dribbles as he's wont to do. Taking the serve on the right-hand side, sends it over. Received by Noah Solomonson of Castile. And Adam Wilson rejected by Jaden Bramhall, and that's a point for Cienega. You can feel the mood here is tense. There are 2 teams that match up well. The front and backcourt battles. Here we have Taylor Allen sending it over for the serve. Oh, and Matthew Meeker Hackett had the free ball. He jammed it in, but he touched the net. That's the next violation. And that's a point for Castile. A mistake there. And Castile is on max point. Sorry, set point. Castile is on set point here in the second set. They've already won the first set. And Mortensen sends it over for Castile. Received by Keane. Matthew Meeker Hackett dinks it over. Now it's on the set of Castile. Kyler Evans rejected by Matthew Meeker Hackett. Cienega is still alive here in the second set. Castile 24, Cienega 19. Matthew Meeker Hackett all set to serve. Serving on the near side, sends it over. Received by Dallin Hunt. Not a great reception. And that looks like a point for Cienega. Some miscommunication there on the part of the Colts of Castile. Some arguing going back and forth between Tommy Faries and Kyler Evans, but it looks all good now. Matthew Meeker Hackett sends it over. And all set for Kyler Evans. Point for Castile. Cienega fans are not happy. Booing, pointing fingers, thumbs down. You can tell Cienega is not happy. But that is a set victory for Castile. Castile has won the first 2 sets here in this 5A state championship boys volleyball match between the Colts of Castile and the Bobcats of Cienega. Castile winning the second set 25-20. Castile winning the first set 25-15. And Castile is one set away from taking home the 5A state championship. Cienega is all surrounding Coach Heather Mott in a circle, arms linked around each other, listening to the wise words she has to say, the inspiration that she hopes to impart to these young men of Cienega High School. Seniors, juniors, sophomores, and a freshman, all converging on the same stage, trying to take home the victory to Vail, Arizona. I want to thank you again for listening to Bobcat TV's audio broadcast. You can subscribe to the link. Hit the subscribe button below, big red button on our YouTube page. If you would like to listen to what we have going forward, entering next season and the seasons beyond in the 2021-22 school year for Cienega. We're hoping to have some live broadcasts for home and away matches for football, for girls volleyball. We're even thinking about golf, folks. So stay tuned. We're trying our best to give you a stellar product here. We really appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. We're going to revamp our social media page. We have a lot to do, but we really appreciate the support of Cienega's family, Cienega's community, the community of Vail. Cienega breaking the huddle now. Eliciting cheers from the Cienega fans. They're on their feet, giving their support. If you're just joining us, Castile has taken the first two sets of this best of 5 state championship match. Castile winning the first set 25-15 and winning the second set 20-25. One can only hope that Cienega can find a way to bring back a set or two. And the official points to Aiden Van Hoosen to start the third set. Serves, received by Dallin Hunt. That's a smash by Sean Baggs. Made it look effortless. That's a point for Castile. Tate Bluth is serving for Castile, received by Alston Allen. Set by Van Hoosen, smash by Matthew Meeker Hackett. Also made it look effortless. The GCU commit. It is now 1-1. Cienega serving. Taylor Allen taking his 3 dribbles on the right-hand side. Sends it up, sends it over. Received by Noah Solomonson. Set by Bluth, smashed by Dallin Hunt. Point for Castile. Castile 2, Cienega 1. Cienega cannot find an answer for the outside hitter, Dallin Hunt. And he sends it over for an ace. Point to Castile. Dallin Hunt once again serving. Castile 3, Cienega 1 here in the third set of the 5A state championship between Cienega and Castile. Dallin Hunt sends it sky high right into the net. Point to Cienega. Castile 3 to Cienega's 2. Matthew Meeker Hackett is all set to serve. On the near side of your screen, on the right-hand side. Takes one dribble, runs up, sends it right over. Received by Dallin Hunt. Set by Bluth. Tyler Evans smashes, received by Taylor Allen. And Austin King dinks it over. Now we have received by Solomonson on the Castile side. And Kyler Evans with the absolute jam. That's a point for Castile. Castile 4, Cienega 2. Castile fans chanting. Sean Baggs set to serve for Castile. Sean Baggs sends it over, received by Taylor Allen. Smash here by Austin Keane. Deflected off Sean Baggs, and that's a point for Cienega. Castile 4, Cienega 3, here in the third set. Next in the serve rotation is Jaden Bramhall. Bramhall sends it over, received by Dallin Hunt. Smashed by Adam Wilson, and tooled it off of, looked like Vargas and Van Hoosen. That's a point for Castile. We have a substitution, Jake Schroeder in for Jaden Bramhall. And Kyler Evans serving for Castile. Kyler Evans sends it over, received by Allen. Mistake there, but still sends it over. Castile on their side. And Allen still keeping it alive. The acrobatics are immeasurable. And Castile still has the ball. And almost saved by Taylor Allen. Kyler Evans with the kill. 6-3 Castile. Cienega has no answer for the killing duo of Kyler Evans and Dallin Hunt. 6-3 Castile. Kyler Evans sends it straight into the net. A service error. Still smiling though. And that's a point for Cienega. Austin Keane set to serve for Cienega. Cienega down 2. Keane sends it over, received by Dallin Hunt. Set by Bluth. And Adam Wilson, the sophomore, with the kill. Point to Castile. Castile up 7-4 here in the third set. Just joining us, Castile has taken the first 2 sets here in the 5A state championship match. Adam Wilson with the serve for Castile, set by Van Hoosen. Taylor Allen sends it wide. That's a point for Castile. Castile has 8, Cienega has 4. Adam Wilson sets a serve once more in his pink sneakers. Received by Austin Keane, smashed by Vargas, kept alive by Adam Wilson, and that looks like a point for Castile. Tommy Fariz with the smash on the Castile Colts side. Castile 9, Cienega 4. Adam Wilson also has to serve. Received by Austin Keane. Set by Van Hoosen. Smashed by Taylor Allen. Still kept alive. Some sort of whistle here. Looks like a lane violation. And that is a point for Cienega. Castile has 9 to Cienega's 5. Derek Vargas on the near side of the court. Set to serve for Cienega. Sends it over, and that's a service error on the part of Derek Vargas. Point to Castile. Castile has 10. Cienega has 5. Next up is the libero for Castile, the reigning defensive player of the year. All set to serve, and that's well over. Point for Cienega. Another service error. 2 service errors back to back here. And Cienega's making a substitution. Jaden Bramhall checks in for the freshman, Jake Schroeder. Castile 10, Cienega 6. Van Hoosen serves for Cienega. Received by Solomonson. Smashed by Kyler Evans. Blocked on the part of Mika Hackett, but just over the line. That's a point for Castile. Castile 11. Cienega 6. And Tate Bluth sends it over, serving for Castile. Little miscue there by Allen. And Jaden Bramhall sends it wide. Little miscue by Austin Allen. Sent it to Bramhall, who smashed it just over the end line. My apologies there. Something happened. That's a point to Cienega. Castile 11, Cienega 7. And it's all set. Kyler Evans with the absolute destruction. Smashes it. Taylor Allen tried to get a foot on it. Could not hold on. Castile 12, Cienega 7 here in the third set. And Dallin Hunt sends it over, serving for Castile. Set by Van Hoosen. A joust at the net between Mika Hackett and Baggs. And that's a point for Castile. A joust between the 2 middle blockers, Mika Hackett and Sean Baggs. With Baggs winning that one out. Castile 13, Cienega 7. Timeout, Cienega. The Castile crowd is in utter jubilation They're twirling pom-poms, twirling some sort of flag thing. They're all wearing leis. Castile players actually have coins in their pockets. We were talking to head coach Ryan Mine, my apologies, for Castile. And we found out that Castile players are all carrying coins in their pockets to represent the lost season that the 2020 seniors of the boys volleyball team could not participate in, of course, due to the pandemic. Castile also has pink jerseys set on their bench to represent the seniors who could not play in their final season last year. Castile's fans are cheering. This is a virtual home match for them. Castile, located in the Chandler Unified School District in Queen Creek, Arizona. Cienega Bobcats from Vail, Arizona. The beautiful Vail fans, loyal fans traveling over 2 hours to represent their team in today's championship match. And there's a little service there, and mistake on the part of Austin Allen, deflected off his arm, could not get there in time. That's a point for Castile. Castile 14, Cienega 7. Dallin Hunt set to serve for Castile on the left-hand side. Sends it high, smashes it. Really good serve there. Allen corralled it, but could not corral it well enough for Van Hoosen to get there in time. That's a point for Castile. Dallin Hunt has an 80% serve percentage on the year. Sends it well wide that time, and that's a point for Cienega. Castile has 15, Cienega has 8. Here in the third set, Castile taking the first 2 sets, Cienega trying to claw their way back. Matthew Meeker Hackett sends it for Cienega. And Kyler Evans off of Matthew Meeker Hackett's arm. That's a point for Castile. The body language is concerning for Cienega. Castile players shaking hands. Cienega looks forlorn, making mistakes that I have not usually seen them make. Here we go, it's on Castile's side. All set for Evans, and Austin Allen saves that. And Van Hoosen sets, and smash by Taylor Allen. That will get the crowd going. The bench is on their feet. The student section of Cienega is on their feet. Castile 16, Cienega 9. Jane Bramhall, all set to serve. Bramhall sends it over. Received by Dallin Hunt. All set for Evans, blocked by Vargas, set by Bluth, and Dallin Hunt sends it wide. Point for Cienega. Castile 16, Cienega 10 here in the third set. Jane Bramhall, all set to serve, sends it over. Received by Wilson. Smashed by Kyler Evans. Went through the hands of Bramhall, and that's a point for Castile. Castile 17, Cienega 10. Kyler Evans, the undecided senior, all set to serve. Serves it, Taylor Allen sends it back over. And Wilson and Van Hoosen were jousting, and that's a point for Castile. Van Hoosen is talking to one of the court refs, court judges there, is unhappy with the call. Tyler Evans all set to serve for Castile, and sends it right into the nets. Castile 18, Cienega 11. Austin Keane on the right-hand side. Set to serve. Austin Keane sends it over. Nice serve there. Set by Bluth. And looks like Fariz lost the battle against Taylor Allen. But Adam Wilson had a free ball there, smashed it home. That's a point. And it looks like the official showed a red card. The official showed a red card here. Not sure what's happening. But off they are. That's how volleyball works, folks, in the high school level. It's fast. And that's a point for Castile. Not quite sure what happened here, but Cienega is angry. It's 21 to Castile. Cienega has 11. 21-11 Castile. And Allen receives, sends it sky high, but Taylor Allen smashes it, blocked by Fariz. Castile has another point. And Cienega is not happy here. There are boos galore. Timeout on the part of Cienega. Van Hoosen's arguing with the head umpire. There are boos galore here at Skyline High School, site of the 5A state championship boys volleyball match between Castile and Cienega. Cienega fans are not happy. Castile fans are on their feet, chanting, clapping. The bench and coaches wearing Hawaiian shirts and leis. Cienega attired in the floral pattern, wearing white jerseys. The crowd for Cienega trying to inspire their boys to claw their way back. Castile has 22, Cienega has 11 here in the third set. Castile leads 2-0. And Adam Wilson sends it straight into the net. Perhaps an inflection point. One would hope for Cienega. Castile 22. Cienega 12. Derek Vargas serving for Cienega. Sends it over. Received by Noah Solomson. Set by Bluth. Smashed by Fariz. Gathered by Taylor Allen. And that's a smash by Austin Keane. Saved by Solomonson. And smashed by Dallin Hunt. The outside hitter for Castile. Castile is 2 points away from taking the title for the 5A state championship. Noah Solomonson, the libero, all set to serve on the left-hand side for Cienega. Solomson sends it over. Gathered by Schroeder. And a little dunk there by Sean Baggs. It is 24-12 Castile. Castile is on match points. Castile needs 1 point to take the title. Received by Austin Keane, set, smashed by Mika Hackett, saved by Solomonson, and Kyler Evans sends it wide. Cienega still alive. Match point. Castile 24, Cienega 13. Both sets of fans on their feet. Aiden Van Hoosen sends it over, serving for Cienega. Gathered by Wilson, smashed by Baggs, and Matthew Meeker Hackett keeps Cienega alive. He blocked Sean Baggs, and that's a point for Cienega. 24-14, Castile. Aiden Van Hoosen. The all-region first-team player for Cienega, the senior. And a joust at the net, and Castile has won the title. A little bit of miscommunication there. An oddball, a somewhat anticlimactic win there. Castile has won the 5A state title for boys volleyball. Castile winning the first set, 25-15. Castile winning the second set, 25-20. And Castile winning the third and final set, 25-14. As Cienega leaves the floor, to a nice round of applause by parents, family members, fellow students of Cienega High School. Castile with the victory confetti on the floor, hugging Castile in utter jubilation. Coach Ryan Mine giving hugs, taking photos. Cienega standing in front of their supporters, clapping, cheering. It was a tremendous season for Cienega. Undefeated this year until the final game here at Skyline High School site at the 5A state championship. Cienega leaves the floor. Castile ready to receive the trophy. A large round globe to ecstatic cheers on the part of its supporters. Castile hoisting the trophy now, all gathered in one giant circle, cheering, chanting, confetti on the ground. We want to thank you for tuning into Bobcat TV and our radio-only audio broadcast. Disappointing night for Cienega, but a job well done for the season that our boys had. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm Nick Irvin. Thank you for listening to Bobcat TV.